Hi everyone, Tiffany here, and welcome to my quilting life. Excuse me. So I'm still sick, but I wanted to come on and say hello everyone, and I had to get myself out of bed. I've been in bed for quite a while, and I needed to get out of bed so that I can get some work done in here. So I figured I'd come on and get some work done with you. Because I need, to chit-chat with my friends. So, hi friends. I haven't got this started yet. I had it sitting on the screen, but now I just gotta turn the volume down. Alright. Hi Vicky. So, remember the little scrap project with all those little itty-bitty pieces that I was working on? They were leftovers from a bigger quilt. Well, I got them laid out in a, I laid them out in front of you guys, and then I don't know, I decided I wanted to try something different. So I went with this. Hi Billy. So, up close, these are those little pieces, and then I added this to it, and then I added these. So this section was the quarter blocks that we were making that day. So this is what I'm putting together, and it's lying on the floor. The project is lying on the floor. These are my extra pieces that I'm going to make a little table runner or something out of, but I'm just going to have you guys hang out with me while I pick them up and sew them together. So, and don't mind me, like I said, I'm still sick. I'm not as sick. I have 3 infections going on all at once. I'm on antibiotics. I'm getting better, but I can't lay in bed any longer. So yesterday, I finished a couple things, and I was like, well, I feel good enough to, come on and show you guys what I'm doing here. So let's get these blocks sewn together and chit-chat. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, I'm okay, just getting better, sort of, trying to. So, alright, if I'm up and down, that's just because I'm getting pieces. Everything is laying on the floor, which I guess I'll turn the camera so you can sort of see. I just got to put all these together. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to be getting up and down to do so. So we'll just leave it right there. And I'm going to slide this out of the way. And I'm just going to grab myself 4 blocks at a time. And I'm sewing together as big 4 blocks, and I'll sew them together into rows. So I'm just lining up my ends. This part is not going to be perfect. There's no one way to press or the other, honestly. I'm just kind of flipping seams as I go. But I need to get stuff. I have so many projects in here that are unfinished that I need to finish. Being sick does not help it. Hi, Tracy. So, yep, I'm just sewing these together. It's big 4 patches. Keeping them nice and lined up. What I'm going to do is probably just sew all these together real quick, like so, and then press it all, then sew the rows together, if that makes any sense. That way I'm not back and forth with the pressing. So how's everybody been doing? Obviously, you know I've been sick, so. I'm not as chatty as normal because it's making me want to cough. So I just have to press it, obviously. But for now, I think I'm just going to sew them all together because it doesn't matter which way they go as long as I have 3 across by 4 down. So I think I'm just going to grab them and lay them over here to press. I'm just sewing them together as 4 patches. Trying to keep them oriented in the correct direction though. Yeah, I had trouble getting motivated too, Billy, the last couple days, but yesterday I said, you know what? My hips are killing me from being in bed, just laying there watching TV. Like the laying from hip to hip thing, it burns them, and I can't lay on my back too long because I start spasming my body, well, the nerves, you know. So I was like, I'll just get up and sew. And sewing is my therapy anyway. It usually makes me feel better. So off and on all day yesterday, I came in here and finished piecing the blocks, the quarter sections. And I figured, well, before I get any further, maybe you guys should see what I'm doing to, you know, in case you go back to the other video and look how I, you know, piece these little blocks together. So that's what led to me being here today. Ooh, you're working on your next one, Vicky? Yeah. I do have to say while I'm here, I'm so sorry about my last video. You guys know I really suck at this whole editing thing. I actually prefer to go live. It's easier for me. I spent hours videoing and hours editing, and by the time it uploaded, the sound was missing from all the segments in the fast forward. But a lot of you thought it was comical, so that's good. So at least it wasn't too horrible. So I'm just going to leave it there for everybody to laugh and, you know, have a good time watching it. I'm trying to keep these not lined up as best as possible. Again, here's another one. So I'm just going to keep going. Again, don't mind my coughing. Hi, Sonia. Having MS makes it hard for me to kick any sickness, so obviously I'm sick for too long, and it sucks. But I'm going to make the best of it and get some things done. So I'm pretty much just making giant 4 patches. Flipping seams as I go, because obviously there was no way to have these seams go. When piecing it, there was no way to know which way they needed to go because it was a scrap quilt and I just kind of threw it together, so when I press it, it'll all press out. It's no big deal. It doesn't bother me if one seam is laying one way halfway through, you know, because it's just a scrap quilt. So there's another one. And if you didn't remember, okay, so recap. This right here is a 4.5 inch half square triangle Then this is 2.5 inch quarter square triangle, 2.5 inch quarter square triangle, 2.5 inch square, and 2.5 inch and 2.5 inch, both those quarter square triangles. So I had made all those and trimmed them down, putting 2 on the side of this, 2 on the side, adding that. So it's constructed with first this one, then adding 2, then adding 3, if that makes any sense. And at first I had them rotated in other positions, and I thought it looked cool, but I kind of like the pinwheel look better. So that's what I went with. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking 4 quarters and putting them together. Most of the time you can just sew these in rows, but I'm sewing the bigger block section together, then sewing the rows together. That way they press nicely. I'd rather press it as a big block than press it as a little in rows, you know? And it's easier to keep track this way, I think. Anybody else getting any sewing done today? And if you haven't noticed, my machine has stickers on it. Thanks to Anna. I don't know if some of you have seen my post in the Facebook group, which is linked below for all of you guys to follow if you want. Anna had sent me a bunch of really cool, useful items, and one of them was these awesome Bling Your Machine Out stickers. So this machine got the most of the stickers. It's all butterflies, super adorable, and the other machine got 1 sticker. So, again, Anna, thank you so much for all your lovely gifts, and obviously I'm using, well, have used already. And the husband loves his headphones. They work amazing. Oh, and I already have my borders pre-planned for this project here as well. Just so that everybody knows where I'm at. Either already pre-cut and ready to be put on, because I'm trying to just get it done. And like always, I'm sewing a 1/4 inch seam. They go together pretty nicely though. Just got to keep it nice and aligned. I always take a few stitches first and then align the rest of the way. Flopping each seam the way it wants to lay. And again, not caring if one is folded up or not. They're never going to be perfect. Six more to make after this one, and then put them all together. I think it'll be super adorable. Although my husband did question me again. He's like, "You seem to be making a lot of baby quilts again lately." I'm like, well, I'm kind of like, I mean, I have enough fabric, I guess, to make big quilts, but the more big quilts I make, the faster I run out of fabric. So, it seems baby quilts are kind of easier and faster to put together while you guys are here with me, you know? I'll have to go look at that when you're done, Sandy. You're making videos on it, right, Sandy? Oh, there's another one. I'm making sure when I open them that I did put it together as a pinwheel before I lay it over here to iron. It's always best to check as you go. Just making sure I'm flipping my scissors. So I'm sorry about Sunday, everyone, that I didn't come on. At least the video got uploaded by then. I was so sick I did not want to get out of bed or do anything at all. I've been eating soup for the last, I don't know, week and a half, almost every meal except for breakfast. Yesterday I broadened out and had pancakes though for dinner instead of soup. So it was nice to have a change. My tummy didn't go all that bad, so it was good. So hopefully I'll be able to change up what I eat now as I get better. Almost done. At least with this. Hey, Susan. Yep, still sick. I don't know. It's just not going away. When I get infections, I don't know how many of you know much about multiple sclerosis, but sometimes when we get sick, it's hard to get better. Like, really hard to get better. So, I'm just waiting for my body to, you know, push it out. And technically, I have 3 infections that my body is fighting all at once. So, I'm like, you know, my body's not happy. With all my other issues going on all at the same time, it makes it hard to get better. But I'm here, I'm trying, and I've been freezing the last couple days, but today I am sweating my butt off. I don't know what it is, but I am just as hot as can be. But that's okay. I will get over it, and if I need to chill off, I can just go outside because it's windy and it's cold. Not as windy as yesterday, but windy enough. So anybody else working on a quilt while you're here watching me? Again, I'm just making sure I have a pinwheel. I'm stacking all these over on the ironing board so that I can press them all. And my machine is moving across the table again. Yeah, my body takes a long time to fight anything off. It's so weird. A simple, like, sinus infection is what it started as. A simple sinus infection for other people, usually antibiotics take it away in like a week or two. On the other hand, me, no, it takes a month or two. And in my case, it's spread to being other problems. So, yep, it'll go away. It'll go away sooner or later. So if I don't seem like my normal, happy, bubbly self, it's only because I'm sick. And I'm truly, guys, doing my best to feel and act normal. See? A smile on my face. I'm trying. I'm trying. I am in my happy place, though. We all know that these are happy places when we can sew, even if you're sewing in your dining room on your kitchen table. At least that is the closest to a full happy place as ever. No matter where you sew, it's your happy place. I always say my sewing machine and I have a date. Sewing machine and I today had a play date for you guys to hang out. 3 more left to make.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello.
How's your video coming?
It's on. You gotta stop and say hi before you walk away.
Well,
Scott's here, guys.
I want to come in the camera for you. Say hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
He's been taking care of my sickness. He's been babying me and doing everything I need. Getting me food and... No foot rubs, though. Of course,
CJ
I don't think
gives you the foot
I
rubs.
I haven't asked, but...
CJ gave you one the other day.
Yep. He's been taking care of my little sick butt.
Yes, I am. That's if I'm playing nurse.
Yep. He's playing my sexy bearded nurse. He's running all the errands and picking up all the medications. That's pretty much what he's doing. All of his running around besides going to the gym is going to the pharmacy for me. Or picking up more soup, because, you know, I've been eating soup a lot. But I shall get better.
Do you remember the order of these blocks now?
I don't think it matters, because I didn't have them in any specific order. Just as long as they're all pinwheels. I'm checking to make sure they're all pinwheels.
Okay.
And then I'll press them all and sew them back into row. And I'm still sweating my butt off.
The heat is off. It's 68 in here like normal. I don't think it's that terribly hot. I
For
think
me
you're,
it is.
Yeah, I think you're...
I could be theory though.
I think you're getting sick. Or you are sick.
And of all these blocks, I was short one piece. And so that's what's going into my little table runner thing. Let's see if I can find it. It's hard to spot. It's right here. Here's my one boo-boo out of all of it. I have orange, but I had to throw in a blue one because I was out of the ones with the orange. Justin's one boo-boo cut screwed up me losing one color.
Oh well.
Nobody's ever going to notice. Like I said, that's just going to be a little table runner. And it's just fine.
No one will know.
actually pretty quick to sew together. For any of you who want to try to make something like this, even if you're using half square triangles instead of quarter square triangles in the ends, these sew together pretty darn quick. And you can lay them other ways. I just chose to go with the pinwheel route. It looked more clean, and it kind of like, I don't know.
Well, it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm doing food and laundry.
Okay.
Just thought I'd come in and say hi and bye to everybody.
Okie dokie. Alright, I plugged the iron in while I was over there. Wouldn't have noticed if what had not said, if what? We would have haven't noticed if I hadn't said a word. Oh, my one block piece messed up. Yeah. Well, I ran out of the pieces because when Justin, my best friend, was helping me cut them up, he cut one accidentally 2 1/4 instead of 2 1/2, or one side was 2 1/4 and the other side was like 2. It was all messed up. It was wonky accidentally. So I had some blue pieces that were all blue. So I just threw one of those in there because I didn't want to have just 3/4 parts of the block left. I thought that would be dumb. So I was like, yeah, I'll just make one more and throw the blue in there. No one's ever going to notice it's going in as a table runner, so. Although normally I'm not really a table runner or table mat or anything kind of person. Like the table runner that I made last time, it is sitting on the kitchen table and it's buried under what we call our walk in and throw down area. So when we come in from the grocery store or whatever, or mail or anything, it all lands right there in the middle of the kitchen table on the table runner. I mean, you could kind of see it. And normally, I'm not a table runner person, but it helps me with my quilting as well, being able to throw together some table runners and try out different quilting designs. So obviously that's what I will be doing with it. Try something different and start on my table. Yes, I love pinwheels too, Ramona. And hello, Ramona, because I didn't see that you were there. I think this block is super cute set up as a pinwheel. It was set up a different way when I was making the video that day, but I don't know, I liked it this way better. So I'm going to turn the camera, but I'm... obviously my back will be towards you, but you can just watch me press these little blocks. And always, as always, I'm in my pajamas because I'm comfortable in my pajamas. I'm going to press all these. Making sure my seams are laying the way I want them in some areas. Giving it lots of steam. And when you make pinwheels, sometimes it's really bulky, so sometimes, I don't always, but sometimes I just open that seam up and press it open down the center. Just to flatten it out a little. Some people make the whole entire pinwheel with the seam open. I don't. And I don't always put the whole seam open either, just in that center. I bring it to the top and yeah, it's nice and flat. Give it lots of steam. And I know that I'm laying them 3 across by 4 down, so there's no particular order for these because they are pretty much all the same. Okay, Sonia, we'll catch you next time. Have fun. Drive safe. Make sure these seams are going nicely. I do want them to lay as flat as I can get them, obviously. But since there's so many little pieces, you know, there's so many little pieces coming together, it makes it hard to get it completely flat. But we're doing our best here. Well, I'm doing my best here, obviously. You guys are just following. So there's another one. So I'm just going to stack them over here. Like I said, I'm going 3 across by 4 down. And this is not helping with my being hot. Sometimes opening this seam is kind of hard, but I'm going to attempt it on most of these blocks if I can.
Okay, I got you again. Laundry soon done. You need help with anything?
No.
Should I read comments to you? Goodness, you're quick. You almost got that thing done.
It's because I sew fast. But I'm like dying here. It's hot.
Sorry, honey. It's only 4 degrees warmer than when you woke up and you were freezing.
I know.
It's 64 in here. Turn the heat on. It's 68. Maybe because you're here with the iron? I don't know.
No, I was not before the iron.
I don't know what to tell you. I think it's cold in the living room.
I'll be fine.
And the girls will be here soon. They're going to want to play outside till snack and nap time.
I don't know, you can't tell if you have a fever on your own. Am I feverish? I feel just clammy, actually, like sweaty hot.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't feel overly hot.
Sometimes it happens. I can't control my body temperature, so sometimes I freeze literally like I'm dying on an iceberg, which you've probably seen on my Facebook posts. And then there's sometimes that I just get so hot. It's almost like hot flashes, but I'm not hot flashing, if that makes any sense. It's just hot. I'm hot.
Vicky says hot water and honey is a natural antibiotic drink. And we have honey, so you could actually try that if you wanted. You done with ironing? Should I turn it? Or are you still got
I'm
more?
still ironing.
Oh.
I just gotta move these out of the way because these aren't going with it.
I should have turned it. I didn't know.
what's everybody doing besides watching me press all these pieces?
I call hot flashes personal summers. That's what a poor man's sewing says.
How funny. After my hysterectomy years ago, went through menopause like super duper crazy, hot flashes all the time. But usually I would get tingles with hot flashes, so now I know that what I have right now is not hot flashes. I'm just hot. Could also be because I'm in a closed room wearing double thick fleece pants and what is this called again?
I can't think of it at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
Long
Thermal,
John.
Long John.
Long
thermal
John.
Clothes, top. So yeah.
Long John top. Yeah. Did you show him your puff quilt you made?
That was what the video was about.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I know that. Duh.
You could show it to them though while I'm pressing these.
Oh, it's okay.
If you want.
No, I want to make food go faster and hungry. Like the poor girls get here, they don't feel happy.
Actually, yeah, turn the fan on.
There you go. Didn't even think of that.
Well, Ramona just said fan. We have a fan. I had him turn it on.
Well, do you want me to leave his door open?
Yeah, leave the door
Leave
open.
his door open. That'll look cooler out here, eh?
Alrighty. My goodness. All these pieces. And see, I have my borders already ready. They're right here. Try not to burn fingers when you press seams open. For those of you who are new to quilting, just watch your fingers. Sometimes I press from the top first, sometimes I press from the back first, but this one has so many seams that I'm pressing from the top first before coming around to the back. And typically I can use my finger to open the seam. And yes, if you haven't noticed, I'm using one of my backup irons still because I haven't got the goop off of the Black & Decker that my daughter gave me for Christmas. I'm almost done.
Okay, honey, I got laundry in. I did the girls' stuff the other night, so it doesn't have to go home.
Okay.
Home tonight, too. Did you take the
Here's the sockies, honey. Let me get the sockies right there.
No, what's on there?
Oh, sorry. Just trying to do this. They're so cute. Alright, one more to press. If I didn't have to open these seams up, this pressing would have been a lot faster. All right. Turn it back to here. And sew some rows together, as many as I can before I have company coming at 2. So, when it goes hard and dry, just heat it up and it will turn back. Oops. Okay. So I'm sewing 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Alright, and I really don't care which way they go as long as they line up. So I'm just going to start putting them right sides together and sewing 3 rows of 3, and then I'll sew all those rows together. And there's a lot of bulkiness with all these seams, so I'm doing my best to flip as many as I can, because it's going to be really hard to press if not. So there's one. And 3. So here's the first 3. So when you're working on stuff that has a lot of seams like this, I would say just flip what you can, and or if it's a pattern that you're following, follow the directions, because obviously their directions tell you which way the seams should be pressed. And there will be a lot of seams for me to line up once I start putting these rows together. And I will manage it. So here's 3 of them. And right now I'm just going to press them all to one side. While the iron is still on. So here is one row. I'm just going to lay it behind me and sew 3 more. and so on and so forth until I have 4 rows, and then I'll sew those 4 rows together. Trying to nest the seams as best as I can. Obviously, there's no way to have these perfect at all. Yeah, I have a hard time following directions too, especially, like, I don't know how to explain it. Some patterns are just, oh, I knocked my thread out. Some patterns, they're hard to read. So I just do my own thing, usually. I do have to say 80–90% of the time, somewhere in that number, I technically actually make my own stuff and design my own stuff. But every once in a while, I'll find a pattern that I really, really, really want to do, and I'll do it. Doesn't mean I'm going to press it the way they want me to press it, because I just do whatever. I do my best. Press these real quick. I'm just pressing them one way or the other. That way they lay flat. And I just remember to add lots and lots of steam. It really helps. Oh, here's another row. Just place it right here behind me. I'm only making 4 rows, so it should go pretty quick. I would have had 5 rows, but it looked too long. That's why I took off the top. I think this will be super duper cute.
So do I. It looks pretty.
I had to tell them about you saying that I make too many baby quilts.
I know, I heard. I can hear what you say through the wall.
Oh.
Not like it's very quiet. And this vibrates CJ's whole wall in there, you know that?
I didn't know that it vibrates the whole wall.
Maybe it's because the table's touching the wall?
But it's not, though. It's actually
like
away from the wall.
It looks like it's touching.
Alright, this one goes this way.
Yeah, it's touching over here, honey. The top of the table's touching the wall over there. Is you shouldn't done? No, love.
Almost. I set that last row and then sew the rows together.
Okay. I'm sure you'll be here right at 2 o'clock.
Alright, here is another row. And one more, and then I sew the rows together, and then all I have to do is add borders, which are already pre-ready for me to do.
So are they gonna message you before coming, or is she just coming?
Just coming.
Okay.
special talent to making the patterns. Yeah. Yep, everybody has their own thing, their own way, their own talent. Alright, let me press this one this way. So you guys can't see me over here pressing, but it would be a hassle to keep turning the camera if I'm going to keep coming back over there. Alright, now to sew the rows together. So, right sides together, and I have a lot of seams to do on this one. A lot of seams. This is a lot of seams. And I am not going to pin. I mean, if you want to pin your projects, so be it, but I honestly find it faster to just go without pinning, you know? And I'm all about getting it done the fast way. I don't have a problem with nesting seams along the way. There's so many of them. They should line up. That up. And what I'm going to do is open this up and just hold it open, kind of give it a little bit of a finger smushing on the way. These are some really bulky seams because there are so many coming together on this one, unfortunately. I'm going to really do my best to press this flat, but there's no way that this project is going to be super duper flat. Alright, so let's add another row. Flipping the strings as they go, and lining them up as best as possible. Keeping the project aligned too on the table is always the best way. Make sure I use my arm right here to keep it flat as I can. You know, the project with the machine and the table. That way it doesn't start pulling sideways. Anna sent them to me. Anna sent them to me as a gift. Give me a minute and I'll show you guys the whole machine. Oh,
yeah. Mobile?
Scotty will come around and show the whole machine while I'm sewing. But yeah, Anna sent them, and if you go to my the group listed down below, it's posted down in there with a big huge thank you to Anna. So yeah, there's butterfly stickers all over the machine.
I got it, don't worry. Keep
There's
sewing.
one on the back side right here underneath, and then this one, this one, this one, and then there's one over on my brother as well, because this one machine ran out of room. So if you go follow the link below to the Facebook group, you guys are all welcome to join that Facebook group I started for everybody that follows me. Go over there and you can see off-camera projects, you know, like where the point I get to when I'm not on camera, and you can also see things when people send me stuff. And Anna sent me a bunch of things, and it's in a post over there. And I'm pretty sure somebody had asked where she got them, and Anna replied with a link to the website that she bought these. But they're super awesome, and everybody knows I love butterflies, so yes, I love them so much. They're so beautiful. And these are super cute, super adorable with the leaves and the tendrils and stuff. It's, I don't know, it just, I think it's super cute. Totally me. Totally me. So not only am I tattooed in butterflies, but my machines are now too. So yeah, in the description below, follow that to the Facebook group. Join that group and you guys can see off-camera stuff. Obviously, I haven't been on doing anything lately, and I just started the group, but you can post your projects there as well, which, you know, makes it easier. And at this very time, I am going to have to get off here because my company is here, and I will come back when I finish this, when I finish up with the company, I will come back and do another live. So I'm so sorry to let you guys go. I thought I had enough time, but I'll see you guys in a little while. Thanks for watching.